Hello students, in my last lecture I had explained about sign convention for image formation by spherical mirrors. Also we had seen mirror formula and magnification by spherical mirrors. Really, I try to give you the practical knowledge of these things. So once again, we shall revise what is the meaning of sign convention and how it will be helpful for us during solving numerical problems. So once again see, dear students, suppose this is Cartesian plane x, x dash, y dash, and this is origin. Then when we correlate it with our any spherical mirror, in a spherical mirror we know that this is pole. So pole of a spherical mirror just behaves like origin of Cartesian plane. As we know that in this system every distance is measured from pole from origin. In Cartesian system every distance is measured from origin. Similarly for a spherical mirror every distance will be measured from pole. As the distance parallel to the x-axis and right to origin becomes positive, similarly all distances parallel to the principal axis right to the pole will be positive. Again, what we see? We see that the distances parallel to the x-axis and left of the origin becomes negative. So here the distances measured parallel to the principal axis and left of the pole will be negative. The distances measured perpendicular to x-axis and above it is positive and below it is negative. Similarly, distances measured above this principal axis will be positive and below it will be negative. Now, how it will be fruitful for me during solving numericals? So, as in our last class we had seen that objects according to the new convention of Cartesian system, now objects are always taken left to the mirror. And what we have seen that the distance of object from pole is called object distance. So this is object distance. Now, one thing is very clear that the object distance according to new Cartesian sign convention, the object distance u will always be negative, always, up to our whole life. This teaching is not only for your class 10. This concept is fruitful for you for your whole life science study, that always, whether it is concave mirror, it is convex mirror, it is concave lens, it is convex lens, every time during solving numerical problems related to mirror and lens, object distance u will always be negative for whole life. Now see, second thing which is very important. We take objects above principal axis. So height of the object, the height of the object which we had seen is represented by h will always be positive. So height of the object will always be positive, h will always be taken positive. Next thing, the height of image, the height of image for real images, that is h dash for real images. what we have seen? We have seen in our previous classes that real images always becomes inverted. So real image always becomes inverted and below principal axis. So for real image, the height will always be negative. But what will be the height of the image for virtual image? The height of image for virtual images. See, what is the position of virtual image? Virtual image forms above principal axis. So the height above principal axis is taken positive. So height of the virtual image will be positive. These are the technologies or concepts which will be very fruitful for us during solving numerical problems. Now see one thing which is very important. For concave mirror, what we had seen? For concave mirror we had seen that suppose this is our pole, this is center of curvature, then rays of light parallel to the principal axis after reflection meet at a point, and this point is called focus. What is the position of this focus? This focus is also left of the pole. So now fifth point. For concave mirror, the focal length will always be what? Positive or negative? Negative. Always negative. Why it is negative? Because focal length, that is f of concave mirror, is left of the pole. But now see, what will be the focal length of convex mirror? This is convex mirror. And this is pole. We have seen that rays of light parallel to the principal axis in the case of convex mirror diverge. In such a way, it appears to come out from a point from the principal axis, and this point is focus. So see, now scenario has completely changed. In the case of concave mirror, we see that principal focus is left of the mirror, so focal length becomes here negative. But for convex mirror, what we see? The focus is in right of the pole, so for convex mirror, the focal length will always be positive. So these are the outcomes of our sign convention. Just only remembering sign convention, 5 points of sign convention, it will be not useful for us. So we should really learn what are the meanings of, or what are the outcomes of sign conventions which will be fruitful for us during solving numericals. So now things are clear for us. What we have learned? We have learned that the object distance u will always be negative. In every numerical problems during solving numericals of light up to our whole life, object distance u will always be negative. Now second thing was height of the object. Height of the object will always be positive, because objects are always taken above principal axis. So height of the object will always be positive. Height of the image, for real image, it will be negative, because real images becomes inverted and form below principal axis. But height of the image for virtual images are formed above principal axis. It is also erect, so the height of virtual image will be positive. Focal length of concave mirror will be negative and focal length of convex mirror will be positive. So, by following these concepts, now we shall learn how to translate into physics. In early beginning of your study, you have learned how to translate into English. Now with these concepts, we shall learn how to translate things into physics, that is physical terms, obeying sign convention. During solving numericals, now we shall use these things. One thing is very important, and that thing is position of image. So dear students, position of image. Position of images. Position of images becomes both positive and negative. In 5 cases of concave mirror, we see that images are formed in left of the pole, that is in front of the mirror. So in 5 cases, image distance will be negative. But in 6th case of concave mirror, what we have read if object is between F and P, then image is formed in opposite side of the mirror, that is in right of the pole. So in 6th case, the distance of image will be positive. So in 5 cases, V will be negative for concave mirror, but in 6th case, V will be positive. But in last class, what we had seen? We had seen that the image formation by convex mirror. See here, for convex mirror, images are always formed. For convex, these are 2 conditions of convex mirror. In convex mirror, images are always formed to the right of the pole, so image distance will always be positive. So V will be positive for convex mirror, but for concave mirror, see in 5 cases. Case number 1, case number 2, 3, 4, 5. In 5 cases, image is in left of the pole, so V will be negative. But in 6th case, image is formed in right, so V will be positive. So these are very important concepts, obeying which we will be very confident during solving numerical problems. So dear students, now we are in the position to solve numerical problems related to image formation by spherical mirrors. Now we are solving some numericals. See, example 10.1 of our NCERT. Example 10.1 of NCERT Science Book of Class 10, page 170. What is question here? See, we shall read one sentence and will analyze it according to our concepts and sign convention. The question states that a convex mirror, see, this mirror is convex, and what we have learned we have learned that the focal length of convex mirror will always be positive. So in this case, we shall take focal length positive. For every mirrors, object distance will be negative. So U will be negative, F will be positive. And what is the distance of image? Image in convex mirror always forms right of the pole, so image distance will be positive. This is the meaning of sign convention. So first of all, we shall write given. What are given here? Given. First, once again see, a convex mirror used for rear view mirror of an automobile has a radius of curvature. Radius. So we shall write it R is equal to 3 meter, but this R is positive or negative. What is the nature of the mirror? The nature of mirror is convex, and just we have read what? For convex mirror, the focal length always becomes positive. So radius will always be positive. So R is here plus 3 meter. This is physics. This is concept. This is use of sign convention. It will be not given in your numerical whether we have write plus or minus before any physical quantity. But with the concept of sign convention, first of all we shall consider whether it is positive or negative. So if we have problems related to convex mirror, then focal length and radius of curvature will always be positive. So as R is plus 3 meter, then what will be focal length? F is equal to R by 2. This is equal to plus 3 by 2 meter. This is equal to plus 1.5 meter. Now see other things. Next, if a bus is located at 5 meter, so what is the meaning? The meaning is the object distance. Object distance. Here bus is object for rear view mirror. So object distance U is equal to 5 meter. But what will be this data? Positive or negative? Always negative. Always. Why? Because objects are always taken left of the mirror. Later on we shall read left of lenses. So for your whole life, this lesson is given for your whole life journey of physics. Object distance will always be negative. So U is here minus 5 meter. See next thing. From this mirror, find the position, nature and size of image. So what is the position of image? That is V is equal to what? Magnification is equal to what? And nature is equal to what, etc. So we have finished our 80% job. If we really learn what is the meaning of sign convention and what should be the proper sign of any physical quantity during solving numericals, then suppose our 80% journey has finished. Now the rest thing is just mathematical operation, addition, subtraction, fractional addition, which you have already read in beginning classes of 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. So now using mirror formula. So from mirror formula, what we have seen? 1 by V plus 1 by U is equal to 1 by F. We have to calculate here V, or 1 by V is equal to 1 by F minus 1 by U. Now we shall write the values. What is the value of FC? Here F is 1.5 or F is 3 by 2. So what will 1 by F? 1 by F will be here 1 by 1.5, 1 by 1.5, and this value is minus. This sign is here negative, but minus and U is negative. So minus of minus. So minus into minus, it will be plus. This divided by 1 by 5. The LCM of 1.5 and 5 is 7.5, and solving it, what we find? 5 times here, so 5 plus once again 1.5, and this data becomes 1.15 meter. So this is positive. This data is positive. And what is the meaning of positive sign? Positive sign indicates that the distance is in right of the pole. So image will be at 1.5 meter in right of the mirror. So here V is equal to plus 1.15 meter. Now the next question is, what will be the size of the mirror? So for size we know magnification M is equal to H dash by H. This is equal to minus V by U. This is equal to minus. What is the value of V here? The value of V is 1.15. And what is the value of U? this is minus 5. Once again minus minus cancel, and this is equal to this plus 0.23. Magnification is 0.23. So if magnification is less than 1, then the size of image is diminished. That is smaller in comparison to the object. And also in our last lecture we had seen that if magnification is positive, then the nature of the image will be what? Virtually direct. So this plus positive sign of magnification indicates that the image will be virtually direct. Therefore, the image is virtual, erect and diminished. That is smaller to the size of the object. So I shall give you suggestion that revise lecture 5 and this lecture 6 2 times, 3 times, and try really to learn it, because it is backbone of your numerical in your whole life journey of physics study. If you really learn what is sign convention, how much it is important for us, and how we can write positive and negative sign before physical quantities, then our journey of solving numericals will be very easy and interesting. Now, before concluding this lesson, I am giving you homework. First, write sign convention with proper diagrams. And second, solve question of page 170 of NCERT. And what is question? See here. The question number 10.2. See, what is question here? Example 10.2. I am giving you this question in original because it is possible that maximum students have not original book, and in our last lecture I had also suggested you. Once again I am giving you suggestion that download ePathshala from Play Store. On this app every NCERT books are available, and give this message to all students of class 9 and class 10, because in class 9 and 10 we follow only NCERT books. So what is the question here? An object 4 cm in size is placed at 25 cm in front of a concave mirror. Now here scenario has changed. In first question it was convex mirror, here it is concave mirror. So you have to use your concept of sign convention of focal length 15 cm. At what distance from the mirror should a screen be placed in order to obtain a sharp image? What is the meaning of distance of a screen? I want to clarify it that we have seen that real images may be projected on a screen. So distance of a screen means distance of image. You have to calculate here image distance, that is we have to calculate V in this question. So find the nature and size of the image. I hope that you will very easily solve it. Try to solve, and once again we shall meet in our next lecture. Thank you very much.